What is going on, guys? Our front load stuff been down for like a year or so. Saturday finally took that drive in to get it fixed, and he called me yesterday evening saying it's ready. So now we can get this drive back in here. Then we can start using this. This will save more energy. If y'all didn't know, a washing machine like that saves a lot of water and a lot of energy. It looks like it barely puts water in it, but it actually works. Dumbfounded me the first time. Believe it or not, I've been working on this thing all day long. Now it's giving me problems. It's showing a code of ND. That means it's not drained. So I done drained it, ran it back through, cleaning cycle, drained it from the top. It's just putting water in. Don't want to drain. So now, one gonna come out the shop, wasn't gonna go back. Now I done drained this from the top with the shop vac a couple times, and a lot of times when they say that, it's normally the drain pump, I believe is what it's called. It's normally stopped up or got something stuck in it. That ain't the case, but I've been getting a lot of sediment out as I've been pumping it, but I don't think it's gonna be a problem. Let's just cross them old fingers up. All right. I couldn't get that wash machine going yesterday. I couldn't get it going, so I called a man to ask was my dryer ready. I could have did that myself. It was just a heat element, you know, but I didn't feel like all the gas working. So I decided to take it to somebody. And I was gonna take him this washing machine, but when I got over there with the washing machine, it was closed. I was mad. But then I was like, let me try to see if I could take this washing machine myself and fix it. So what I did was I looked on the bottom. The pump motor was right there. I knew it was a drain pump motor. I had a feeling that's what it was. I took it off. Look, a mess too. So I was like, okay, I saved that money because he was gonna charge me probably a good. Let's see, about $180 probably, which I ended up spending around $38 to fix it myself. Let me show you what I got here. Alright, this is the old booger. This housing actually gonna stay in there. It's this motor right here is what I had to go get. And it's a replacement for the DC31 00054A. That is the part number, but this is the replacement. This is what they had. This is the motor. This would have ended up costing me a pretty good chunk. Let's see, I got that somewhere else. Oh, over here on the floor. Yeah. Alright. See that there? All you have to do is reach under there. Sometimes you got to get these hands and apply yourself. Cause I'm gonna tell you something else I did. Alright, instead of taking all this off, all this would have had to come off to get one little screw out. Let me show you how little this screw is too. To get this screw out. So what I did was, since it was at the bottom, this is where it came from. I had to, like I said, take all that off. But what I did was I drilled a little hole right here.
Jesus Christ.
And I'll stick my screwdriver in and screw that up out of there. Done deal. I can either plug this with something and do it, and or put anything over it. Never know. But that's what it is. I'm gonna see if this part work. We be happy. Then I go pick the dryer up. Cause I went over there a while ago to see was the dryer even ready. It wasn't even ready. He called and told me the day before yesterday that he was fixing to fix it. didn't get it done. Alright. What's going on, guys? Man, I would have put more on camera. But these hands, they took a beating. So I've been doing a lot of cussing. My hands took a beating. This one right here, well, I'm gonna tell you what happened. First, this finger, it got a deep wound in it. You can't see it now because I heal up fast. In most cases. But trust me, it was a gash. Because there was a piece of metal. When I was bringing the washer in, there's this screw that pulled out, and it pulled the metal up, and it was sticking out. It got me. Boom. Then I forgot it was there again. I went to go position the washing machine, and I took this finger here and I went across it like that. It cut me about ½ inch across my finger. Just cross it. It looked like a paper cut, but it looked like a razor blade cut too. Like a stuck pig, it started bleeding. So I was gonna go get some super glue, glue it back together. But I made this little joint here with a couple rubber bands. One of the rubber bands broke. I had it on so tight to stop the bleeding. Well, to slow the bleeding, but as you can't even tell it was there no more hard than that. But this one here, I don't know if you can see it. Where is it? Where is it? Right there. That's where it was at. That short one. Yeah, right there. But that other long, it's about, like I said, it's about ½ inch long across my finger. And every time I open my hand like this up, it opened the wound up and started dripping blood out. So I, that, and I got a little rash wound going on right there. Yeah, I was cutting up, cause let me tell you what that happened here. Alright. I got the washing machine fixed. I fixed that joint. And I had to get a new drain hose with a water drain out of it. Because the other had done deteriorated, I guess what you call it. Couldn't find the small one like that come in it. So I had to get a bigger one. Wouldn't fit the hole. Wouldn't fit. So what I had to do was I had to take off a piece of let's call it molding out of a hole with protection molding. Then I had to bend the little tab back. I stuck the hose through. Then I saw it was marring it. And I was like, man, that's gonna leak, I bet. And looked at it, didn't look too bad.
3 hours, 0 minutes.
But when it started going through its little cycles and everything, I was like, good, it's running. But first though, when I had it hooked up, I heard water, and it was taking so long to fill up. And I forgot to put a little tiny hose back together. It was actually for leveling, show the level of the water, that little hose. But I put that on and done it. Then the water came out the little thing. I was like, okay, good, ready to go. We were good. So when the water started actually coming out of the hose, it started skeeting out little places. I was like, man. So I went back to the place where I bought that hose from. They didn't have no more of the correct size. So I thought I got one that was pretty much close. Nope. Wasn't close enough. That's a waste. Then I went to go pick the dryer up. I thought the man had the dryer fixed because he told me day before yesterday. He said it's the heating element and you want me to fix it or you want to fix it? I said, how much was he? Told me how much it was. I said, go ahead, fix it. See, I said, when can I come get it? He said, come tomorrow about afternoon. I called him around 5 o'clock. That day he told me to, it was around 5 o'clock. A little after 5. Yesterday I went, it was like 4:15, 20, something like that. Closed. Blessed he was closed because I flipped the dryer over. I think I told you and found out whatever. But you know, I went. They got the dryer. He gave me a hose. That hose was too small. So then I went to another appliance place. They didn't have a hose. They said, "Oh, that's made by Samsung and it had to be ordered." Stupid. So I called this other place where I got the motor from. They said, "Oh, that's a Samsung part. We'll have to order it." I said, "The hell with all of you." I was right across from Home Depot. I went to Home Depot, found the correct, exact size. Cost a pretty penny though. I think it was like maybe $16. I don't know. I called it a pretty penny because it's just a little 8-foot hose. Now I'm waiting on the wife to come home because I could get it up there, but I ended up breaking the button off. I know I would off the washing machine. So I got to stack the dryer on top of the washer. I brought them in the house. I got both of them in the house. They just are chilling, but I just got to get it up there. And when I get it up there, I'll show you the setup. We'll be done, I hope. It's just troubles. Well, me and the wife finally got it done. Whew. It's up there. Everything working good. This thing here, it just takes too much water, too much energy, and it's smaller. Now it's dinner time. She finna make some kind of stir-fry junk. See the scrimps? Chickens, the scrimps. I don't know.